I have been doing 75 soft for almost 2 weeks at this point. And I do have a trusty notebook full of stickers, which is a bit of a self care thing for me at this point. I really like stickers, like they're super fun. But I've been doing 75 soft. And what 75 soft is, if you aren't aware, it is a modified version of 75 hard that is a lot more forgiving and not as crippling for those who might struggle with continuing something if you have to start over from the very beginning. Which, if that was the case, like if I had to start anew every single day, if I messed up somewhere, I would still be on the day one. Because your girl has some issues. But 75 Soft focuses on diet, hydration, exercise, reading, and self care. And so the diet is, there is no specific diet that has to be followed. For me, my diet is high protein and dairy and gluten free. High protein because I am on a GLP-1. I am losing weight. I am down 80 pounds. And dairy free and gluten free because I do have PCOS and I also have autism and ADHD. And I have found that dairy and gluten negatively impact not only my physical health, but they also heavily impact my mental health. So I try to avoid them when I can. And so like my focus is eating habits that work with a GLP-1, PCOS, and my energy overall, as well as being autism and ADHD friendly. Hydration, which is the one thing I do struggle with. I have said this repeatedly and I feel like a broken record at this point. I do not like water. I do not like it. I do not enjoy it. I do not like the way it tastes. I do not like water and I am horrible at drinking it. So, but part of the thing is, like, I do know that I need water. So, one of the things I've been doing is this. I try to get one of these down a day. I am at a point now where I am working on two. And so, like, I try to get those. And, like, I am working on water. I am weaning off of Coke because that's been, like, my go to. I am weaning off the soda. And I am just trying to slowly increase my water intake and not drive myself crazy while I am doing it. And then we have exercise, which is 45 minutes every single day. And for me, anything that makes me move counts. Because I am a sedentary person. I do a lot of work on my computer. I do a lot of writing. And so a lot of my day happens to be on a computer. And so anytime that I go outside to take care of the chickens, there's walking involved, there's stooping, bending, there's shoveling out their food, rustling open the nesting box to get to their eggs. And so I also do lots of stretching and then like to do like body weight kind of exercises, which for me that's just kind of like whoop, whoop, whoop. Something that just kind of moves and kind of gets me moving, opens up the shoulders, kind of helps with getting limber. And like, cause I was doing like kind of like strength training where I have like dumbbells and stuff. Like I have one like right here. Yeah, it's like a 6 pounder, I think. But I have a bad wrist, and until I see a neurologist on getting a neuroconductive test done on the nerve in my elbow, I cannot lift weights with this particular arm, and I don't want to be lopsided. Don't want to do it. So my focus is on movement, and it's not done in one setting. Like I'll do it throughout the day. And so a lot of it is increasing my activity throughout the day just in general is kind of what I am focusing on. And then we get into the reading section, which is fun. I am reading Stephen King, Fairy Tale. I am actually behind on the reading. I was having a hard time in the beginning. I am not used to actually reading physical books much anymore, but I'm right here. I am 87. I'm on the page 87, chapter 6. So I should be closer to like 120 pages in. So I am roughly like 4 days behind on my reading. But I do other reading. I read through some of my old manuscripts. I read things online. Like I am doing reading throughout the day, just not in here. And then the big part for me that I actually had to make little notes of are things that deal with self care, because that's like a big part, because you have to take care of yourself when you are in a weight loss journey, or if you're doing like a challenge, like you have to have things set up that keeps you going so you don't burn yourself out. And so I have a, a variety of different like self-care things that I do. One of them is making sure that I take my evening med, which is for my bipolar disorder that helps regulate my moods. And it has to be taken with food. It gets taken every night, knocks me out within a couple of hours of taking it. I spend time with my chickens. They are great therapy. I love them to pieces. I like to game. I am playing Core Keeper and Stardew Valley, which are both like cozy games. They're easy to sit down to, easy to relax with. Really enjoy those. If you've noticed from my thing, I have stickers. And like if I go to the other page, like I have stickers. And I really, really like stickers. And the light is really atrocious right now. I feel like Morticia from the Addams Family with like the light highlighting the eyes. Like it kind of reminds me of that from the Addams Family. And it's morning and the sun is coming right through the window, so I'm sorry. It is what it is. And then one of the other things that I've just recently started doing are writing sprints, which are a really fun little like process and everything that I've been doing, um, where it's an hour of dedicated writing in like a group setting online, and there's like a timer and everything. It's like an hour long. It's been super fun. I've really enjoyed that, and I've been doing that the last couple of days, and there's another one tonight at like 8 o'clock tonight that I am looking forward to doing. And so there's that. And going into just like what I've been doing these last 2 weeks and everything, I have roughly stayed at 208 pounds. I haven't really lost any weight, so like I do know that I have to tweak things, and right now I'm kind of just coasting, just getting used to being in a smaller body from like 230 to 270 to 290. I want to kind of get comfortable and let my body relax and rest and just kind of sit at 208, 210 pounds and just kind of get a feel for like how that feels, and then slowly work on tweaking everything so that I can continue losing weight. But I'm not really into huge of a I'm not like doing like I'm not in like I am not sprinting. I am in a marathon. I am trying to get down to like 150 pounds. I still got like 60 pounds left. And one of the things that I actually just learned recently, and it's just kind of like an interesting like little side bit. So like I have PCOS. And I have actually just recently learned, like, I already know that PCOS is an endocrine disorder. I know that. Like, it's all hormone based. And so I am well aware of where, like, PCOS stands, but I hadn't realized that it is also a metabolic disorder, which is something I've recently learned. And so that's another, like, thing I can add to my list of metabolic disorders, because autism and bipolar are both considered metabolic disorders as well. And anything that I can do to support mitochondrial function and energy helps immensely. Like I can tell like the difference like when I am focusing on eating properly and doing things that support those types of functions, I do better than when I fall off the rail and I eat bad. But I just wanted to just do a quick little update. Some of the things kind of talk about like my first 2 weeks doing 75 soft. I've struggled a bit, but I am getting better. And it's been an interesting little process, an interesting little journey. And I am looking forward to the second half of this month that I am now getting into the habit of reading every single day. So if you've all done 75 soft, let me know how you guys did it, or like whatever is going on inside your particular weight loss journeys. So until next time, bye.